The Crosse Common Council held a special meeting tonight to talk about the findings of an extensive Parks Department audit.
The independent audit found funds were being moved between park projects, often without council approval, and other budget issues. News 8's Mal Meyer was at the public meeting and joins us now with the latest. Mal?
Mike and Martha, the CPA who prepared the report was on hand to explain the findings and address concerns from the council. City officials expressed a need to use these findings and create change, not only within the Parks Department, but the entire city government. Some of the points prepared by the firm Wifley could only be applied to the Parks Department. CPA Mary Jo Warner went through how funds were moved from one park project to another, like Red Cloud Park.
It did not cost as much to complete the improvements at Red Cloud Park, so they had an excess monies. It was used for Pogue Park.
She also reiterated questions from the report about private fundraising for city projects. For instance, an organization is promising to fundraise for the Train All Abilities Park. But what happens if this falls short?
If that's not received, is the city going to pick up the tab, or are there other grants or other donations?
These questions could be answered if policies or other departments act as a safeguard.
The question was, who monitors the collections? Is it something the finance department is to do? Is it something that the parks department is to do?
Jay Odegaard says parks departments have transformed over the years, and this report served as a reminder they needed to change.
We need to evolve our procedures, our staff need to become educated and move forward in how can we do this most efficiently.
The interim Parks Department director says he believed some of the findings are citywide issues. The city's finance director agreed with this, especially concerning how items get into the capital improvement plan, are tracked, and then detailed in the accounting system.
And that's where some of this comes from, where we see it's sort of difficult to track.
Now it's up to city officials to create policy changes to address these issues outlined in the audit. I spoke with La Crosse's mayor after the meeting, and he said some of the points have already been addressed, but city officials will continue to work on the recommendations going into next year. Mike and Martha?
All right, thanks a lot, Mal. Now, Wifley did also assure council members during this meeting that no money is missing. And then before the meeting ended, council members did talk about some procedure changes that they could make in the future.
And that included when excess project funds would have to be returned to the city or transferred to other projects with council approval.